Yes, bit happening on mainland Australia, folks. This one, the bestie of the Tassie Tiger, the Tasmanian Devil. One has escaped. Here's the headline. Wildlife crews close in on Tasmanian Devil. Mary, it's called. Missing from Gold Coast's Paradise Country after promising clues emerge. Went missing Tuesday morning. Sniffer dogs, and my name's Michael Moss, independent Tasmanian Tiger researcher on mainland Australia only. They're extinct. I don't waste my time looking for nothing in Tasmania where it's not scientifically possible. I specialise mainland Australia since 1995, independent as always. So here's the Channel 7 news here. It's a big story actually. Sniffer dogs, drones and wildlife crews are focusing on bushland where fresh signs of the escaped marsupial has been found. The search for missing Tasmanian Devil Mary is intensifying again. Where fresh signs of the escaped marsupial have been found in the nearby bush. Paradise Country, which is a theme park, it's a sister, if you like, it's just at the back of, if you're familiar with Warner Brothers Movie World and Wet and Wild and Australia Outback Experience, this is the fourth one owned by that company, fourth theme park. Okay, I'll show you a topographic map in a minute. And this place said crews are searching through the Kopps Rd area at Oxenford, Gold Coast, located fresh droppings overnight, adding to several reported credible sightings, helping authorities map Mary's movements after she vanished from the wildlife park earlier this week. It busted out, folks. It made a jailbreak. And it hasn't been seen, well, allegedly it has been, but it's a 2-year-old, so it's very young obviously. It's been missing since early Tuesday morning after performing what wildlife keepers described as an abnormally large leap over a 1.4 million fence surrounding a quarantine enclosure. Now if you believe that, I've got a beautiful property to sell you right on the Gold Coast Marina there. Okay, this should never happen. This is not part of the article. They should cop a hefty fine for this. You can't have this. This is a private company. Got to have standards, even though I advocate for private enterprise competition in wildlife. They should cop a hefty fine. I'd say it's just gone out. Who knows? I don't know if it jumped the 1.4 metre fence surrounding her quarantine enclosure. That's an interesting word spin on it as well. Quarantine enclosure. Yeah, it's probably just got under a fence, or there's a hole in a fence somewhere. Call me cynical, but it's jumped the 1.4 metre fence. Yeah, possible, but yeah, makes me wonder, how does this happen? It's not the first time, as I've pointed out in other videos, that Tasmanian devils. There was one at Maru Wildlife Park a few decades ago near Phillip Island that escaped. I think it was killed on the road. You can see that elsewhere. Now since then, there's 15 of them. Teams of wildlife keepers, drone operators and volunteers have been combing dense bushland surrounding the park, setting humane traps and scanning through the night using thermal imaging technology. Paradise Country Curator of Wildlife, Laureen Mousley, said crews remained hopeful Mary would be safely returned home. We've had some positive signs with recent credible sightings, and the sniffer dog located fresh fecal droppings off Kopps Rd overnight, which have helped us triangulate our search effort, which are ongoing. So there's a copy. There's this beautiful devil. That's off, and I'll go to that in a minute. It's off their website. Thermal imaging, folks. There are some absolute frauds on YouTube that are videoing foxes, and they're putting their little stripes on them, and they're basically in Victoria, mainland Australia. These absolute frauds are putting it up on YouTube saying it's Tasmanian Tiger. So just be wary of that. I'm not associated with any idiot that looks for Tasmanian Tiger with thermals, to be honest. It doesn't prove anything apart from that you're an idiot. There's one of their sniffer dogs in action. And it shows you how hard these animals are hard to find. Imagine a Tassie tiger out in the wild, and all this for a Tassie devil, and they know where it is, and they can't find it, and they're hitting it with everything. They've been going since Tuesday morning. It's now Saturday morning, so what's that, 4 days? So yeah, okay. So now Channel 7 is one of them, where this article's from, it's one of the main media outlets in Australia. Our team, this is the Spin Doctor, our team have been working diligently throughout all hours of the day and night, and based on her current movements, Mary, the Tassie devil, we are focusing our efforts on an area of bushland off Kopps Rd where we searched until midnight last night, while also placing baited human animal capture devices which we hope will attract her. Not sure why you're hunting at night, but anyway. About 15 to 20 wildlife, there we go, from them, and other southeast Queensland wildlife parks, they're all protecting each other's backsides here, this is not good news, are involved in the operation, supported by thermal imagery drones, sniffer dogs. The search has steadily expanded beyond the park, so it's getting bigger, following repeated sightings behind Paradise County and Warner Brothers Movie World. It's going to see some movies, probably going to, I'll show you a funny meme in a minute. Wildcare First received reports of Mary in the area on Tuesday night. I think that's a local wildlife park group, prompting drone teams to search nearby bushland. Well, I'm not sure if drone will help, to be honest with you. It's pretty dense bush by the look of it. A sniffer dog picked up a scent on Wednesday, with another credible sighting reported later that night. Crews returned to the same area again on Thursday after more signs of Mary were discovered. Here's a little sign. A little poo. Scat, as they call it. There we go. That's a good pickup, actually. Looks like it's... So that gives you an idea there, just the vegetation, but I'll show you something in a minute. So there they are. Tassie tiger, look at them all. Tassie devil hunters, I should say. And they know where it is. It's beside where it escaped. And it goes to show you how hard things are, these Tassie creatures on the mainland, folks. They haven't laid a glove on it in 4 days. Well, apart from droppings. While there are some residential areas nearby, we believe Mary will remain in the bushland area, which is ideal environment for Tasmanian devils, and good luck in finding this. However, if they do find Mary, ask you do not approach or attempt to capture or avoid risk or themselves, but to report it. I would say if you see it and you've got a bag, you've got gloves, then do everyone a favour and jump on it. Well, don't jump on it, but put it in a bag, find it yourself. Okay, be very careful with it. It's only 2 years old. I actually trust the public more than these so-called experts, who, by the way, have just stupidly allowed a Tassie devil to escape from their theme park. So I've got no sympathy for this mob. Okay, Mary recently arrived at the theme park alongside fellow Tasmanian devil Mavka as part of a broader conservation efforts for the endangered species, which is native to Tasmania, not found in the wild on mainland Australia. Well, there actually is an enclosed, very large, fenced-off area. Barrington Tops, is it? Lots of Tassie devils, so they're technically in the wild, but they're fenced. They've got a fence around here, that's my understanding. Stand to be corrected. That was fairly recently too, early this year, last couple of years. So the CCTV captured the shy marsupial sprinting across the park grounds shortly after 4 AM on Tuesday after escaping her enclosure. And they should also, and I did that down with Tasmanian Tiger, I said to people, check their CCTV cameras out the back of Frankston and Langwarrin, I should say, in Victoria State, in mainland Australia, a few years, 7 years ago. When there was alleged sightings there, CCTV, they should be telling the locals too to keep an eye on their CCTV. This is obviously the CCTV of the wildlife park. Moosley, this is the Spin Doctor, said Mary's disappearance stunned experienced keepers because of her timid nature. Wow, it's just ignorance of what they're dealing with. Tassie devil timid, that's a first, morons. What we do know about her is that she's extremely shy, and when there is movement she tends to bunker down. Well, that could be wrong as well. So finding that she was the one that headed out is very, very abnormal given her demeanour. She's a Tasmanian devil, you don't know your animal. Okay, you're trying to spin it. Dozens of humane animal traps have now been deployed across the search zone, with trail cameras also being trialled. Yay! As crews step up efforts in finding Mary. Environmental DNA would be pretty well useless because they know it's there. Okay, so that's the article there, 7 News. Okay, now here it is here. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll just go to the Google Maps if I can. Here we go, it's popping up. Oh damn it, what happened there? Okay, I've got to go back. Just click on this for you. Okay. Getting there, folks. Here we go. You see, here it is. This is Brisbane's just further up here. Okay, that's Brisbane there. Okay, and you scroll down to here. Gold Coast. It's a glitter strip. Okay, and there's Paradise County there. So here we go. Here it is here. There's Warner Brothers here. Warner Brothers Movie World. Outback Australia. Wet and Wild's in there as well. Yeah, and it's at the back here. Look at this. Look at this habitat here. Good luck finding it in there. That's where they are. Okay. This is them. It's remember it was Oxenford Road, Keppel Road, Kopps Road, I think they mentioned there, so it's somewhere in here, I'd say. You can see there the vegetation I'm showing through Google Maps. So that's that. So I'll just get off this. And we'll just go to... Here's the meme, folks. Tassie Devil. It's escaped to SeaWorld. If you can't see this, well, what it is, it's on riding a dolphin. So the memes have started. This is going to be embarrassing because they're going to have trouble finding this. It's already been 5 days. And here it is, Tasmanian Devil. This is from their website. Okay, it's endangered species. There was a facial tumour that smashed the population massively. It's recovering a bit now, which is good. So they're not critically endangered as people spin it. It is genuinely endangered. They lost a massive amount of their numbers, but there is enough to be viable, so don't stress too much. Fortunately, the devil tumour's backed off a bit. Only found in Tasmania, Australia. Habitat consists of forests and woodlands. Behaviour, they make a screeching noise. Unfortunately, this one's so young that probably be silent, or a cheering noise. Usually solitary, shy and nocturnal. They're out there hunting it at night, that's probably why, but I don't know if doing that when you can do it during the day. Yeah. Diet, scavengers, eats carrion, dead animals, can crush bones, fur, very powerful jaws. And finally, not commonly known on the Tasmanian Devil, folks, joeys are smaller than a grain of rice at birth. Mum can give birth to 50 of them, but only 4 of them at a time can get access to the mother's teats, or tits as I call them. Okay, so in other words 46, and you know, and they rarely give birth to 50, but dozens will die. Okay, that's good news for the species if you want to breed them up and the animal isn't stressed enough and it has dozens. You can get, maybe, who knows, you can get some milk into some of those other young ones, because that's a prolific birth rate, up to 50 of them. But only 4 at a time get access to the teats. So many will die. It's a recorded fact. So there you have it, folks. We've got a Tasmanian Devil. I won't update this, okay, unless it's found in the jaws of a Tasmanian tiger. But yeah, you can keep posted with the Australian, Queensland, and you know how to find this for updates. It's been 5 days. They're trying to spin it. Should never have escaped. Should have, in my opinion, give them a $20,000 fine. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I thought you'd be interested in this. My Tasmanian Tiger search is continuing on mainland Australia. Bye.